Good morning. Let's talk about betrayal. I was having lunch with an old friend yesterday. I haven't seen her in years. And as we were catching up, the word betrayal came up. And I immediately stopped her because the conversation was like, I knew it. And they just kept doing it. These people just kept doing it to me. Or this person just kept, betrayal. And one of the themes in my life is, one is love. And the second one is trust. And what I've learned in my 45 years is not who I cannot trust. What I've learned is that this is what I trust. And it isn't up to the person in front of me to be a trustworthy person when it comes to betrayal. For me, what it now comes down to is this. And when this, and when this, and when this, and when this is showing you signs that this person is being a little dishonest or a little covert or a little seeing if you catch it, that's when the betrayal happens. And the betrayal happens in here. Because if I noticed, if I just met someone, or I was friends, or I was family with them, and every time I was with them, there was this just this one time it happened where this little I don't know if I can trust them. And then I put trust in them, and then they prove not trustworthy. I feel betrayed, right? I feel betrayed by them. I feel betrayed. No, you weren't trustworthy. But the actual betrayal is with yourself. Because this, and this, and this, and this, knew, saw it, felt it. Your body will know before your mind will know. And the betrayal actually happened when you pushed past that and you didn't trust yourself to acknowledge that sign or to acknowledge that inner wisdom that you have about that person or about that situation. And the betrayal happened when you didn't trust yourself and trust your instincts in the beginning or in the interim or when someone let their facade slip for a minute. I've done with a lot of narcissistic abuse in my life. And so the betrayal that you feel is not actually on that person. They did not betray you. You betrayed yourself. You betrayed your instinct. You betrayed your own will. You betrayed your own sense of safety. And that is what I've had to work on relearning with myself, learning how to trust myself again, learning my instinct, learning and observing and waiting and praying and feeling and going, it's because it's all energy. And energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed, transmutated. It can only be turned into something else, right? So I can't create it, and I can't destroy it, and I can only change it. And I can only change it with my energy. But it's up to me to feel. It's up to me to be in it, right? And rebuilding trust with self is one of the greatest works you will ever do in your life, is rebuilding trust with yourself. And what will happen is, so if you still don't understand, let me explain it to you this way. I feel like someone still doesn't understand. Your body will say this to you. Your instinct will say this to you. See, I told you so. And I told you way back there. I told you to trust me way back there. And then you went along and you didn't. And there were all the signs. And because I was too afraid, or I was feeling too lonely, or I didn't trust myself enough, because what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong about myself? And everyone else says this person's great. But I'm standing over here seeing right through them going, actually, they fucking suck. Trust that. Trust it. Please, for the love of God. Like, so I'm teaching my teenage daughters about trusting themselves and not people. Like, I've been teaching that their whole lives about trust. But it's always gonna come down to when I come back to myself, when I'm in my body and I'm not hypervigilant and all up in everything, but I come back to my breath and my life and my energy and what intuition and experience and wisdom have taught me to stay alive and stay ahead of the game this long. Trust it. Trust yourself. Whoever convinced you to not trust yourself, whoever took that away from you, I'm so sorry that happened. And I'm so sorry for all the betrayals. And I'm so sorry for all of the times that you were heartbroken and alone and miserable. But if we would have trusted that in the beginning, that check, that flag, that and that's where we have to slow down and really get with ourselves and really get into our energy. And I'll just tell you that living this way, it hurts a lot, but it's beautiful on the other side. It's beautiful being able to trust yourself. It's beautiful being able to trust your instincts. It's beautiful being able to stand up for yourself in a situation. It's beautiful being able to walk into a brand new circumstance and knowing I'm okay no matter what happens because I have me. I have God, I have the universe, I have love, I have life, I have my family, I have that. But I've got me. And if you know me, you know you want me on your team. You want me on your side. You want me, you want my wisdom, you want my intuition, you want my insight, you want my experience, you want my intellect, you want my compassion, you want my empathy. you want me on your team. You want my cheer. You want my energy. You want my enthusiasm. You want my love. You want my baking skills and my cleaning skills and my setup skills and my go-get-it attitude. But you also want me because I'm honest and I have integrity and I have character. And maybe I'm complicated, and maybe I'm a little too deep, and maybe I'm a little too shallow, and maybe I'm a little too tired, and maybe I'm a little too chubby, and maybe I'm a little too old. Fuck. You want me on your team. I want me on my team. And that's how I walk around this life now. Because I've had to make myself into this. But I've also been this the entire time. And life has smacked, slapped, put me down, buried under the ground, in hell, in Hades, burning, refiner's fire, freezing cold, in the depths of Superior, in the heights of the mountains. I've traversed it. I've traversed it. And to wrap this up, what I can say the entire time is that I just had to trust. So, okay. Love you, bye.